r/AskReddit by Reddit and chill. Men of Reddit. What's something you see as romantic you wish ladies would do more often? I'm already melting if she gives me a good hug or compliment tbh. It's really sad how so many men are deprived of affection in relationships. Just little random bits of affection. Kisses. Bum taps etc for no reason. A buddy of mine married my cousin and he said he wished she would be more affectionate. He listed these as well as wanting to be little spooned sometimes. All the time I sat there thinking about how I took those things for granted from my GF. She will randomly text me and tell me she loves me. She is always hugging me and squeezes my ass randomly and says things like damn. Have you been squatting? Literally just a good ole hug every now and then. Little surprises are really nice too. Your GF doesn't hug you? Hugging from behind. Just hug me from behind and whisper in my ear. In the first age. In the first battle. When the shadows first lengthened. One stood. He chose the path of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred he found no peace. And with boiling blood he scoured the umbral plains. Seeking vengeance against the dark lords who wronged him. And those who tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer. Edit. Didn't expect this much love from my shitty joke. Especially my first silver. Literally anything requiring thought effort that wasn't expected of her. Bonus points if it was something on my to-do list, like pick and fold the laundry or take those books back to the library. There isn't much that feels better than psyching yourself up to do something that you don't really want to do to find out that not only did you have to do it but someone cares about you and loves you enough to think that making you happy was worth taking on the task themselves. This is so true. If I had to choose between flowers and coming home to a clean kitchen with dinner in the oven, I chose the clean kitchen and a dinner I didn't make any day. Going on walks with me talking about the future, like life goals. Mainly career wise, or about passions. Even showing trust to us about issues so we can open up over hours. Hugging, cuddling. The girl to have the initiative. If I was asked out I wouldn't likely say no unless you screwed me over. Or if I already had a relationship. Complimenting us guys. Little positive surprises, whether it's small gifts. Even more so if it was made by the girl herself. Doesn't have to be expensive. Just the thought counts. The initiative is a big one emo. Yeah boy would actually like some flowers. I got you fam. Honestly I just want the quiet safe moments where she lets me rest my head on her chest and listen to her heartbeat. Don't worry about grand gestures. Let me know where I can be safe. Create and protect a small space where it is just the two of us. He'd motorboat me within 10 seconds. Initiate cuddling and hug Emmy from behind once in a while. Kiss Emmy by surprise for a change. I'm a very affectionate guy and I really appreciate when a woman is proactive when it comes to shows of affection. Tell us we look pretty. Seriously. A man can go his whole life without hearing a goddamn compliment. Guys. I didn't mean literally call them pretty. Goddamn. But if you think the guy will take it as a compliment then why the hell not? Also, if getting called anything but hot or cute offends you, you're a fragile man and your ego is showing. A compliment is a compliment. Just take it. I've always liked saying a guy is beautiful or pretty. They're usually shook cause they're only used to cute or hot. Handsome at most. But I feel those words can apply to anyone. Damn it. If you see a beautiful man, let him know he is beautiful. Trust in personal interests even if it's just letting us guys talk about it and letting it out. Men want to be heard too. Anytime I start getting excited about something like a game or a new mechanic I apologize immediately if someone else is around or in VC with me. I always feel bad sharing what I like because issues. The replies here make me so sad. Every day. Every single day. I kiss my man. I hug him and pet his hair and tell him he looks good, smells yummy. I reach over and squeeze his hand. His shoulder. His butt. Anything that is available or appropriate to squeeze. I give him back rubs and spoon him at night. I let him know how lucky I am that he chooses me. I don't expect extra girlfriend points for this. This should be the baseline in a loving partnership. Who the heck isn't complimenting and cuddling their men? Do better. Everyone. Comma. I'm wondering the same thing. How do you have feelings for someone and not have a need to be affectionate? I'd go crazy if I couldn't cuddle my husband and tell him how sexy he is. My ex-girlfriend and I had been together for about 3 months. And it was time to get Christmas gifts. It was my first real relationship I'd had during Christmas time. I didn't know what to get her. After a week I told her I was stumped. She said it didn't have to be big. Just something. A week later I was still not sure and a little panicky. So she told me to peek at what she got me under the tree after she left. It was a 6-pack of hand-picked microbrew singles. Thoughtful and 100% me. So I bought her a bunch of shit to make margaritas with. We had a very boozy Christmas after getting back from visiting our respective families. So, yeah. Small gifts that show you know them and care. Beer. A new video game. New computer accessories. A new t-shirt. A new tie if they're having to dress up a lot. New comfy socks. A new baseball hat. That was super cool to me. A new video game. New computer accessories. I'm gonna have to majorly disagree with you on this one. Most guys, at least myself and the ones I know, would prefer not getting gifts of things they are already researching and looking into, which is often tech, gadgets and games. I want to buy every little thing. Whether it is a special keycap for my keyboard or a new GPU for myself. It kinda sucks to get something that you wanted but not the exact thing if you know what I mean. A man can go his whole life without hearing a compliment. Even just something small like commenting on my shirt or something like that. But we never get told that we're pretty. Seriously. My current GF always calls me handsome and before she started saying it I honestly never considered that I could be. So please call us pretty. But also small physical touches can go a long way. A hand on our chest as we cuddle or the occasional butt squeeze. And please sometimes just give us a hug. A big hug can be just what we need to say yeah it's hard but I can do this. It can give us the strength to feel like a man again. About the only compliment regarding looks I ever get is that I have nice eyebrows. It's nice to hear but I've sort of gotten tired of it. I'd love to hear something else for a change. When they don't mind taking the lead a little bit in bed. I'm not talking like weird kinky stuff, I just mean for guys like me who haven't had a lot of sexual experience and I'm still not really comfortable with being physical yet. It's really nice when a girl is actually willing to help you through it and learn how to get her off. I have yet to meet one of these girls but I'm told they're out there. We're out here. You just haven't found a good one yet. Hope it happens soon. I have a long hair for about 2 years now. I like it when they play with my hair. Just one? How many other single girls always read these threads and make note? How I know I'll most likely stay single all my life but these tips are noted. In fact I always compliment my male friends, not in a flirty way as I know I'm not their type. I hope even though it's coming from a girl they don't find attractive. It brightens their day. Now whoa there cowgirl, you'll find someone, it just takes time. No need to put yourself down. Women. If you like a guy, ask him out. Don't drop signs and subtle hints and then complain well. Why didn't he ask me out? Just ask him straight up. Before the boyfriend and I were an item, I asked him to accompany me to a gentleman's club for a co-worker's 21st birthday. All my guy friends told me since I asked him out and because it was at a strip club that it wouldn't last or he'd feel emasculated. 3 years later and still going strong. Duck gender roles. Hugs your arm randomly. Makes her feel safe and makes you feel like a man, haha. Honestly maybe I've been getting into the wrong relationships but I feel like relationships tend to be one-sided a lot of the time in terms of compliments and making the other feel better. A compliment can go a long way for a guy cause even in relationships we rarely receive them but always have to give them and have to constantly reassure the other person. It gets sort of exhausting. When they solve complex mathematical formulas that help rovers reach and land on Mars. I see you're a man of culture. To be wanted. Modern society sees us as expendable. So showing us we are not makes us feel really special. Just a compliment. When she tells me that I'm so cute when I get all excited about nerd stuff. Most dislike the culture or don't understand care. She doesn't understand but loves that I get so excited about it. I was on a date and we walked to the state capitol and I was explaining the origin of our city's flag under the moonlight. Very nerdy stuff. I thought she'd get bored but I couldn't stop talking cause I'm a vexillology buff. I thought I ruined my chances with her. She called me cute and we had our first kiss. Go exercise with me when it seems I stopped doing it regularly. Just for her to tell me she is proud of me. Little details that show you they have appreciation and excitement to have you in their lives. My sis used to take my hoodies for sleeping because she liked that they smelled like me. Used to unexpectedly strip down and jump in when I was mid-shower with shampoo in my eyes. Used to send me candid pics when we were away from each other so that she could remind me that she couldn't stop thinking about me. Used to come home and tell me stories about meeting friends or going to work and only being able to talk about me. Or what we were going to do. Once you get married and have kids, you lose the time and space for romantic intimacy and instead you get a co-pilot on a prison ship of parenting criticism, money arguments, and maybe once or twice a week, quiet quick sex while the kids are asleep to pretend like nothing is wrong in the relationship. The twinkle of appreciation in the eye is gone and it's replaced by entitlement. Feels bad, man. I'm sorry you're in the weeds, friend. If your kids are little, please know that it doesn't stay like this forever. When my youngest turned 4, my man and I both came up for air and we were so glad and grateful to find one another there. It really can be fun and sexy and intimate again. I'm pretty much swooned if she messages first. Boop my nose. Are you a snack? I feel bad how deprived a lot of you are. You need to find a woman who is selfless and who really cares about more than just herself. They are out there. You need to be the same in return. When both people are selfless, everyone is happy. Not a guy but I wish they would show a little more affection in public. Like let me have my arm around you without squirming away. I feel like I'm leading a pretty tough life. A lot of shit happened in the past few years and I had to take over a lot of responsibilities. I keep pushing through because I need to be strong for my family but duck. Sometimes I don't want to be treated as a man. I just want to find a good woman who holds me like a child while I'm sleeping. Stroking my head and telling me that I'm doing good. If I found that woman, I'd expect nothing more from life. Hugs. Cuddle. Stroke my hair. Touches here and there. Wear my shirt at the end of the day. There is nothing more romantic and set my heart to racing than to see a girl in my button down that I wore that day. I had a girlfriend that, if we were in for the night, would slip into my shirt as soon as I changed when I got home. She'd also lounge in it on Saturday mornings. She said that she loved how it smelled. Notice my existence. Consider your existence NOTICED. Put their phone down. Just being honest with me. It's nice to know if you're having a bad day and need someone to comfort you or maybe just leave the hell alone. It builds trust and starts way less fights. Having active passion in a subject. I do not care what it is. But if I see your eyes light up about something and you could talk for hours about a topic, that is the hottest thing I have ever seen in a woman. That kind of joy and investment is delightful. It could be about politics in sub-Saharan African countries. But if I see you getting jazzed talking about the formation of the political parties in Mozambique and you want to keep going and share that passion, it is the most beautiful thing to me. That is more powerful to me than any love letter. It shows you want to show that passion and oftentimes, people are scared about showing those kinds of passions and I feel blessed for someone to be willing to be open like that with me. Loudly choose a bagel. IDK Prolly sex. Just a hug. I can't remember the last hug I got that wasn't from mom lol. I feel like men are all just big teddy bear that deserve attention. Then I'm sad cause there always some girl that don't really care about their BF. See? It kind of amazes me that the concept of treat others like you would want to be treated isn't really applied to couples. Really the answer to this question is anything a woman would expect from a man. I know that this won't necessarily be true for everyone, but honestly, if you have expectations, you should be willing to accommodate for the same expectations regardless of gender roles. I hope this makes sense. I'm not always good at explaining things. Ducking like and subscribe.